In this video, I'll be going over steps to become a stock trader. If you don't know me, I'm PB, 16-year-old day trader, and I found success trading at a very young age. Something about me is that I make the difficult very simple through my unique way of sharing knowledge and education since I'm pretty young. So I'm going to simplify all these steps. I'll be going over it in 4 steps. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So steps to become a stock trader by PB Investing. First, these 4 things I'm going to be going over, it's stuff that you need to focus on and highly prioritize. So something you need to really focus on is screen time, education, and building your knowledge. What does this mean? First of all, screen time. When I was starting off, I would literally just stare at the charts all day and not take a single trade. By doing this, it just helped me recognize patterns faster. Even to this day, I think I've watched every single 5-minute candle on SPY for the last year and a half. I know it's kind of crazy, but you know what? Longer than a year and a half, probably 2.5 years. Yeah. But you need to make sure you're watching the charts, charting, putting trend lines on charts, back testing your strategy on charts, watching YouTube videos, scrolling through educational Twitter threads, charting, going over trading terminology, watching others trade reviews. Another thing is don't be scared to buy services. I mean, when I started, I bought so many services, and I'm honestly, until I found the best one, and now I'm actually partnered up with those people. So it's insane. But yeah, don't be scared to invest in yourself, and gain your own education. Having a mentor is really, really big. Someone you could rely on, somebody you can ask questions to. It's kind of like a right-hand man. If you make a mistake, you can hit him up. But yeah, guys, screen time is super, super, super important. Don't sleep on just watching the market so that you can see patterns and see things before they happen. Also, the more you watch the market and the more you watch these YouTube videos, not only are you going to gain knowledge, but it's just going to give you more experience, which is always a better. Next, paper trading and market tuition. There's a lot of mixed relations and mixed thoughts on paper trading. Personally, I didn't paper trade, but if I can go back in my trading, I would paper trade. And this is why. I do think having market tuition is it's a canon event in any trader. You're going to lose money before you make money. It's just how it is. I mean, it takes a doctor 8+ years and hundreds of thousands of dollars to become a doctor, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But by paper trading, it can allow you to back test strategies and kind of find your own trading style. And once you find your own trading strategy, your trading style, your trading system, and how you like to trade, then you can go into trial and error while paper trading, or go into money and kind of get in that trial and error stage. But I would recommend paper trading just so you can kind of get a hang of it and back test your own strategies and kind of find your trading style. But obviously, you need to be really trading. Another thing I think that a lot of people, they don't really understand is that trading is one of the most valuable skills in the world, and value is linked to difficulty. If everyone in the world could be a trader, then you wouldn't be able to trade, because the only reason the market's up and running is because 99% of people lose money. We have to feed our money to the market makers. So just remember, guys, losses, view it as a market tuition to learn a skill. Trading is probably the most valuable skill in my opinion. You can make year salaries in a few minutes like that. But it's not going to come overnight. It's going to take years. And something that I hate watching people do is they want to trade for the next 10 years, but they're trading like today's their last day ever. They have to make back all their losses in one day. Don't do that. You have so much time to learn. And view your losses as market tuition and a tax write-off for when you're successful. Not even a doctor. I mean, even a lawyer, it takes 5-6 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And anything, college, you're paying to learn a skill or to learn information. Same thing in the stock market. View it as market tuition. And I'm really blessed that my personal mentor actually taught me this before I, kind of went off the edge. Because when I started trading, I lost a lot of my own money. I've been hustling since I was a kid. And it's like, wow, all my hard work, money, capital gone. But then my mentor told me that view it as market tuition, man. Don't give up now. Because the truth is, most people give up before it's time for them to elevate. And that really, really hit me. Next, journaling and discipline. I'd say journaling is one of the reasons I am where I am today. Journaling really allowed me to filter out my trades and cut out my flaws. And you may ask, how do I start journaling? So our steps went as screen time and education, which obviously, screen time's huge in becoming a day trader because that's how you learn, and same thing with education. And then went to paper trading and market tuition. So as you're becoming a day trader, you have to realize that you're going to lose money to learn a skill. That's how it goes. And paper trading could be a good way to help you lose less money. But now we're at journaling and discipline. So how can you incorporate journaling to your current trading progress? First of all, I would recommend importing your trades for the last 1 to 2 months and then filter through them through these series of kind of questions. I usually filter through them. Here's a few of them. I say, okay, what time did I take this trade? What type of setup was it? What type of options contracts did I buy? What ticker was it on? What time of day was it? And then I'll see, okay, I took 25 trades. I won on 20 trades that I took at 9:30. But then I took 25 trades at 10:30 a.m., an hour after open, and I lost on 20 trades. Man, I'm only going to trade the open now. Why would I trade something that's not working for me? Personally, for me, it was power hour. I learned that when I trade the first 2 hours of the day, I make money. And when I trade power hour, I get kind of antsy and I want to take a trade. And I usually end up giving back profits. So what I did is I incorporated a rule where I'm not going to trade the power hour anymore. Why would I? It's dumb. So that was a rule that I kind of incorporated through journaling. And also, it really allows you to cut out your flaws as you can see, okay, this doesn't work for me. I'm not going to do it anymore, and focus on your winners. Another thing, something that worked for you, a few months ago may not work for you now. So it allows you to adapt to current market conditions and market changes and microcycles because the market really does run cycles. Next, having discipline as a trader. If you want to become a successful day trader, you have to have a max drawdown. That's just how it is. Also, if you want to be a successful day trader, you need to have calculated risk because the only thing that separates gamblers from traders is calculated risk and a solid risk to reward system. So you need to have a proper stop loss with a proper take profit with a proper plan, meaning if you're risking 10% in a trade, you have to be winning at least 20% as your profit and letting your runners run. But I kind of want to focus more on the handling losses aspect. So handling your losses really is huge because the best winner in trading is the one who's the best at handling losing. So if you want to be a winner, if you want to be a successful trader, you need to become the best loser. What does this mean though? I'd rather be in a winner longer than being in a loser. Why would I let my loser keep going down? I want my winner to keep going up. So cut your losers fast. That's really important. And make sure your losers are smaller than your winners. Also, if you don't plan to average into a position, then do not average down on a position, especially if it goes out of your system or setup. That's the worst thing you could do. I personally like to average up my position. If I see it's a winning position, I'll average up. Screw it. Not screw it, but I'll put stops at break even. And if I'm getting more confirmation, I'll average up if I still like to trade and I have high conviction. Another really important thing is for me, something I used to struggle with was I take one step forward and 3 steps behind. I'd make $100 one day, the next day I'd make $200, the next day I'd make $100, and then one day I'd lose $2,000. So I'd have those kind of drawdown days where I compound so much, but I can't handle taking a loss. So it allowed me to have a max drawdown day. So now what I do is I have this thing called the max loss. For example, if your average winning days are like $200-$300, if you have $400 days, sometimes you have $500-$700 days, I would put your max drawdown to say $400. That means if you ever get down $400 for the day, you're done trading. That's it. And this can all be relative to your account. I'd say your max drawdown should be an amount of your account where you're comfortable losing in a single amount of day where it will not affect your health or will not affect your trading and you can still go into trading with a max and fresh opportunities with a fresh mind. So make sure you have a max drawdown day. Another thing, when you have those drawdown days or those big losses days, you cannot revenge trade, man. If your max loss hits the day, get out, go. What I like to do is I like to go play basketball, or I'll go to the gym, stuff like that. It really helps me to get my mind off the market. All right, guys. Last but not least, consistency, dedication, and work. The truth is, if you want to become a successful trader, it takes so much sacrifices, sleepless nights, grinding, and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. Like I told you guys, man, trading is one of the hardest skills in my opinion. But if you can conquer it and if you can, find your system, it's the best. So I'm going to go to consistency first. Consistency. Another thing my mentor told me, the first thing I asked him, I said, what's the best advice you can give me? And it's take your base hit, and the more base hits you take, it allow you to get lucky. If you're trying to hit a lotto or make all your money back in one day, you're just not going to be successful. That's the truth. You're not going to hit big if you're trying to hit big. But by adding up base hits, you're going to put yourself in the position to be able to risk a little more because you keep adding up and consistently growing to where maybe you'll have that big day. Let me tell you guys a story. Last summer, I took $1,000 to $25,000, and then I didn't make more than 20% in a single day. Meaning, when I had $1,000, there was 0 days where I made more than $200 in a single day. I didn't get any lucky days. For 4 months, I slowly compounded my account up, slowly. Maybe I'll make a few percent in a day. Maybe I'll make 10% that day. Maybe I'll lose 1 or 2% this day. But I did make sure that my losers were very small and my winners were necessarily not big, but at least double my losses. I didn't get lucky not once. I just consistently added up, and that's the truth. If you have $10,000 and you make 2% a day, that's $1.3 million at the end of the year. 2% a day. So you're making $200 a day in the beginning. Consistency and compounding is huge, and it's the only way to grow your account trading. If you want to grow a small account trading, you're most likely not going to get lucky. You need to add up those base hits. Next, dedication. Yes, healthy balance is very important, but in my opinion, you can't really have, if you're a struggling trader, your dedication needs to be on trading. And if you're a kid, you need to dedicate a few hours every single day to trading. When I was trading and, a struggling trader, I didn't go to parties. I was really just locked in, and I had to become successful. Like, there was a fire burning inside of me saying I had to become successful. I will not settle unless I become successful. And obviously, to this day, I still have that fire burning in me, but it did help me to come where I am today and to be able to have that healthy balance now. One of the most important things, how do I know when I'm able to trade full time? When can I quit my job, etc.? The thing is, man, I really don't recommend quitting your job to become a trader, because the thing is, when you can have a job and trade at the same time, you're not relying on trading. You don't have as much emotions in your trading because you have other income sources. When you're relying strictly on trading for an income source, it's hard because it adds so much more emotions to it. So maybe if you're part-time or you've saved up a lot of money through trading, then you could try it. But I would be definitely very careful and make sure that if you lost everything in your account, you still have money saved up in the bank to where you can, maybe go back and get a job or be good for at least, 6-7 months if anything were to ever happen. Next, withdrawing and paying yourself. If you want to become a successful trader, you have to treat it like a job. You have to pay yourself every single week or every single month, however you want to do it. But make sure you're withdrawing money out of your account into your bank account and protecting that capital. In my opinion, what makes my week is the time I put in on Saturday and Sunday. How much am I scanning for these stocks? How much am I looking for plays? How much am I reviewing my previous trades? Stuff like that. I really, Sundays I probably spend 2-3 hours just going over plays, going over ideas, reviewing, stuff like that. It's so important. Final, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a like and also stay tuned. Big things coming. Follow me on Instagram. I make it difficult simple through my unique way of sharing education and knowledge. I love you guys. I also live trade every single day with me and my team. If you want to come learn from us and take your trading to the next level, join New Age. Links in description and bio. Let's make some money. Leave this video a like if you enjoyed. Peace.